Welcome to Rockin' the Country, folks. I'm Don, where I do non-pop country music reactions, and today is certainly no exception to that rule. Merle's Rambling Fever. I don't think I know this. It was requested by or mentioned by Available Secret. I think that's from a Reddit thread where I saw this person's name and he talked about this song. I didn't grow up on country, so if you're questioning how could I not know this song, I didn't grow up on country. And so I've done about 4,000 music reactions, but there's hundreds of thousands of songs. And some of the songs you guys haven't, that I react to, many of you folks who grew up on country haven't heard in a long time. And you're like, oh, I haven't heard that in a long time, which is a testament to the number of songs that are out there. But anyway, let's see what Merle's got here with Ramblin' Fever. Merle's was one of the very first country albums that I bought. Billy Dean's was the first one. Then I bought Cherie Austin, Alan Jackson, and Merle at the same time. Merle's greatest hits, Alan's greatest hits at the time, and then Cherie Austin. But Billy Dean really was the first one that I had bought, and but Merle's right there. So here we go. That's a different sound from Merle. It's a little bit of a Jerry Reed feel to it.
My hat don't hang on the same nail too long. My ears can't stand to hear the same old song. And I don't leave the highway long enough to bog down in the mud. 'Cause I've got rambling fever in my blood.
It's like Allman Brothers rambling, man.
Rambling fever long ago, when I first heard a lonesome whistle blow. If someone said I ever gave a damn, they damn sure told you wrong. I've had rambling fever all along. Rambling fever, the kind that can't be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. There's times I'd like to bed down on the sofa and let some pretty lady rub my back, and spend the early morning drinking coffee.
Alright.
And talking about when I'll be coming back.
When is that, Merle?
I don't let no woman tie me down, and I'll never get too old to get around. I want to die along the highway and rot away like some old high-line pole.
Well, that's quite the image.
Restless rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, kind that can't be measured by degrees.
100%.
Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Yeah.
At least he knows it. You got a long fade now? Yeah. He said it. This sounded like early in Merle's career. The voice sounded like real strong. It wasn't quite as raspy. I mean, he had a rasp to it, but this was, I think he was just saying, this is me at this point. And Merle eventually did settle down a bit. I mean, obviously Bakersfield played into it, but as a musician, he toured a lot. But it was one of these things where I think he was speaking as a young man in this, if he wrote this song. and Merle wrote a lot of his stuff. And how soon after he was pardoned by Reagan this came out, I don't know. Or was he pardoned, or his sentence was commuted? I know he was doing life in prison, as we know, because he had 3 offenses, none of which individually amounted to life or anything close to it, but collectively, I think he was in on the 3 strikes and you're a lifer type thing. But Ronald Reagan, the governor of California, I'm pretty sure I have this right, was the one who commuted his sentence or pardoned him. And Merle was able to get out and do this. So if, let's say, this song was written 6 months or within a couple of years after getting out of prison, you could see, I just want to hit the road. I don't want to be cooped up. And that's the way he started anyway. Mama Tried. That's kind of about that. He just hit the road. He wanted to be on the road. That was his deal. And then you get locked up in prison and you're like, all I want to be is just out. Don't coop me up in anything. Let me out there. I don't know if that was the inspiration for this song, but I like to guess. It's not hard to imagine that could have been an influence, whether, subconsciously or consciously on the song. But Available Secret. All right, I'm going to rate this song. And the number that popped into my head was an 8.6 on the intrigue factor. Instrumentally, it wasn't like amazing, but Merle's stuff could be simple. No, and Merle's stuff could also be complex. He had a lot of things going on in some of his songs. The bass line was simple, drum line was simple, the picking was simple, and the lyrics were relatively simple too. But it was Merle, and it kind of told the story of his earlier life. I'm pretty sure that I have that right, but if I'm wrong, I know somebody or several folks will let me know. All right, there it is, folks. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for being part of the channel. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.